so excited. No. End selective service immediately. We don't need it. We haven't drawn from it in God knows how many years, ever since it came out. No video on iBlog. Well, for some reason, these guys are getting... New York PD says, I'm so excited I'm vibrating. Psychobehavior says, Dave, I'm very concerned with you becoming president. And why is that, Psychobehavior? Because I didn't allow guest chat? You got a one-track mind, man. No, absolutely. Women should be allowed to be firefighters. With you becoming president. And why is that, Psychobehavior? Because I didn't allow guest chat? You got a one-track mind, man. No, absolutely. Women should be allowed to be firefighters. With you becoming president. And why is that, Psychobehavior? Okay. I know 50% of all new graduates live off their parents' money. We know that. We know that. The economy is stalling. And you can blame Barack Obama. Blame Obama. Let's do a blaming Obama session tonight. You want to? It's kind of fun. Okay, let's find out more about war and what it's all about tonight. We got a lot of things to talk about too. In the next 40 minutes, we can discuss some really good links that have come into our show and turn the rest of the show into something substantive, important, something that can carry away saying, wow, I learned something tonight. Not just a regular show where we talk incessantly about nothing. Or it seems that way. War, what is it good for? Well, the way the government's going, it seems like they would rather have a war here in America. There seems to be all kinds of false flaggery going on to try to trigger riots in various cities, blacks killing whites, or do they really kill anybody? I mean, it's almost like it's being promoted. Okay, let's take a look. People calling cops after terrifying clown photos surface. Whoa. This just in, folks. Green Bay, Wisconsin. Let's take a look. A series of photographs of a person dressed as a creepy clown apparently prowling the streets of Green Bay, Wisconsin is freaking people out, prompting calls to police according to local news reports. Few details are available about the clown on the mysterious fan page, Gags the Green Bay Clown. But the first sighting apparently started a Monday around 2 a.m. 7 photos are posted on the fan page. The clown carrying dark balloons and wearing what appears to be a very worn, dirty-looking costume and full face makeup near some type of parking lot beneath an overpass. Coulrophobic, those who fear clowns, to people just curious about the costumed person carrying black balloons, talk on the Facebook page is full of speculation. Well, I really don't know what to say, other than who cares? I just hope it's not some serial killer. A mysterious tweet sparks the possibility that Edward Snowden has been killed. Now, as you know, I've been saying publicly that I didn't think Edward Snowden was a real revealer of everything. I think he was put in play as a triple agent. Well, I certainly hope I didn't do anything to cause his imminent demise, but yeah. He may very well be missing. Edward Snowden tweeted a cryptic 64-character code on Friday evening that was deleted minutes later, sparking fears the message was a dead man's switch, meaning Snowden is either dead or missing. A dead man's switch is a message set up to be automatically sent if the holder of the account does not perform a regular check-in. If Snowden's case, his dead man's switch would be the key to the encrypted files he distributed among journalists and associates. It's interesting. I certainly hope nothing bad happened to him, but I did make the statement that he probably would have been killed if he wasn't some sort of a triple agent. Now it seems like he may very well have been killed. It's possible. We'll find out. Tomorrow we'll find out, I'm sure. The story will probably break on national news. Hillary has head injuries, G. Gordon Liddy. Yeah, and coming from a guy who loves a good bingo game at the nursing home. Welcome, G. Gordon Liddy. I'm not going to hold anything against you regarding JFK right now, okay? No, I just don't hope. I hope nothing bad happened to him, you know. Yeah. Nothing like a good bingo game at the rest home. Mrs. Clinton seemed very wooden when listening to the very tearful story of a death in a person's family. One of the first things a person with a brain injury loses is the ability to be empathetic. Interesting, G. Gordon Liddy. I did not know that was happening. Yeah, I clicked on the clown link, ABC 13. Yes. That was a story we ran prior to the Miss Clinton being empathetic and, yeah. All right, so what are we really doing by gathering here at the river every night? Well, for one, we come here for good music. No, I'm a real candidate, psychobehavior, not a false flag. I'm the guy exposing false flags. You're a little confused there, buddy. Well, let's be clear. I got to get some music in here right quick because I haven't given anybody any cowbell time. I feel really bad. I feel like I've turned you down in many ways.
Roger, Tolini. Bravo.
Charlie.
G, baby, G.
All right, everybody, we're getting back to what really matters. Protecting the earth, stopping war. Thank you, Mr. Wonderful, for the vote of confidence. Appreciate it. We got to stop war with Syria. We certainly don't need to put rebel troops in play. We can make a phone call to Putin and solve these problems. A phone call away, that's all it is. Just get me to the White House. We got bad choices, folks. We're not ordinary people, we're morons. That's right, 319 million people in America, and we narrowed it down to this. At America's Third Party, we've got great ideas. They don't have them at the two-party system anymore.
For president.
So this is a way to gather without having an assembly permit, getting rousted by police officers. Welcome to the internet, the future of the internet. Hi there, Mad Dog.
So let's be clear.
On ATP, America's Third Party. David Sponheim. For president.
So we don't need darkness, and that's exactly what these people represent. We don't want that. I'd like to do impersonations of Hillary, but I just can't get it to work. Yes, I did the whole link. Yes, Potato Girl. I did the ABC 13. We talked about that in detail. Kool-Aid Anthrax, yes. Thank you. The Mysterious Clown, we were obsessing with the clown earlier. In fact, I think I had a copy of a clown last night. When Sif was Jif. There you go. You guys are still talking. iVlog, I think iVlog is the turd network because all they talk about is poop. I'm not kidding. It's amazing. At least we have an elevated dialogue over here at Vaughn, and of course YouTube is still winning the award on intellectualism. Thank you, YouTubers. We've got a little chat room over there. A little ditty about Jack and Diane. Let's just refresh. Okay, we'll talk about Hillary and Donald in a negative way. Let's roast him for a while. Neither one of them want to stop war. They both are fearful of ISIS. Hillary and Donald both have talked about sending ground troops in. Hillary has this lack of a penis, so she's suffering from penis envy. And Donald, he's suffering from vagina envy, believe it or not. It's a known psychological disorder developed by, actually named by Karen Horney in the 1930s, the famous neo-Freudian psychologist. Karen Horney talked about vagina envy. It's where a man focuses primarily on his name. Trump is all about his name. And it's to overcompensate for his lack of a vagina. It's some sort of a lack of, he's jealous of his mother's vagina and he wants to nurture himself, so he nurtures his name. It's much like a mother would nurture her children and they'd suckle off their, well, Trump, it's all about Trump. And Kool-Aid Anthrax, you're having a fun time over there. I can see that. iVlog has got a lot of people. Okay, so we will open up guest chat again, give you guys a shot. Stop with the hatred and the death threats. We are recording this, and it will be presented to the FBI with the extended amount of death threats that I've been getting, just so you know. All right, thank you for coming in. Let's try to maintain. Questions only. Okay, we've got something that looks like a giant vagina. Important. People think the Olympics opening ceremony looked a bit like a giant vagina. This is good. Wow. Boy, does it ever. Check this out, everybody. This is the Olympics up close and personal. I'm going to show this to you. Shocking, but real and true. You know, we've always known the Spanish countries down there to be very Romance language countries. We now know that their fixation with a woman's vagina is worse than Donald Trump's vagina envy. Wow, look at this, folks. The opening of the Worldwide Olympics in Rio is absolutely indicative of a vagina. I'm just shocked. I am you know, this is why I'm boycotting it, not because I'm against vaginas. I'm just against the endless, horrible nature of and money involved in the Olympics and all their committees. Remember when they had a Utah event and everybody got 5 acres on the Olympic committee? Everybody got 5 acres given to them through Mitt Romney's organization. You remember that? And they were indicted for this, and they had to return the money. And you don't remember that, do you? No. Well, anyways, the Olympic Committee has always been a little corrupt, and now I'm really concerned. That's why I'm boycotting the Olympics right now. But thank you for that great link. Wow, that's a shocker, man. That's going to go in my library. Yeah, not a porn library, mind you. My Olympic library. I don't have a porn library. IRS increases marriage penalty unmarried cohabitants to get twice the mortgage interest deduction. Wow. Remember how people are now separating and becoming dual living partners in their house? Perfectly good marriages right now, people in their 60s, are being broken up because people are realizing, ironically, that thank you. That if they separate, they'll get more Social Security. Families around the country are doing this. It's quite common. Well, let's be clear. Let me show you this right now. It took a while to open up. The IRS increases the marriage penalty unmarried cohabitants to get twice the mortgage interest deduction. So if you're unmarried and you're a cohabitant, you can get twice the mortgage interest deduction. What are they trying to break up families? There are 1,000 reasons to never get married. In-laws, divorce attorneys, inevitable ravages of age on one's attractiveness come immediately to mind. But there's also significant tax hits that come with getting hitched. Or, as they're collectively been coined, the marriage penalty. For example, the 28% tax bracket kicks in at $91,150 of income if you're single. But at only $151,900, an amount basic math tells you is less than double 91 for married taxpayers. So you got to pay the 28% tax bracket if you're making over 150, but if you're making 91 individually, you don't have to pay taxes on the extra. It drops you to the lower amount, below 28%. Yes, Dave Lyon says, if you're elected, will you get rid of the IRS? Yes. We want to phase it out. I'm pushing for a flat tax of 10% on income over $100,000. And when we pass that, we will automatically eliminate the IRS because they won't be needed. There's not enough people making more than 100,000 in our economy to have a staff of people like the IRS. So we will be retiring their service. They are a private corporation, in case you didn't know. They make money privately. Okay, you guys have been following the Echo, right? I talked to you about this device that is at Radio Shack and other places for sale. Well, this is an eye-opener for those of you who are seeking privacy from the government. Check this out. Scissorfight just brought us amazing. The Amazon Echo is the ultimate spy device that records everything you say. It's got like 9 listening devices on there. So you put it in your house, automatically you're going to be listened to by the spy events, the NSA. The world's largest retailer is under fire for releasing a device that, according to some experts, is little more than a spying tool for government surveillance. The Amazon Echo device, a constantly listening Bluetooth speaker that connects to music streaming services like Pandora and Spotify at the sound of a person's voice. Like you go, Echo on, Pandora on, Avril Lavigne on, David on. And then you can be easily hacked and used by government agencies like the FBI to listen in on conversations. So say if you're one of the Cosa Nostra, I don't even know if they exist. You're talking to your people and say, hey, my kid got this amazing device. It's called an Echo, you know? No, man, you don't want that in your house, man. Oh, what do you mean? It's a good thing. I still go to the basement to make my conversations. You know what I'm talking about? Kind of like Tony Soprano. David, what's the proper federal role for convincing people to eat healthier, especially people of limited means? Watch my TV show. Yeah. I'm featuring amazing meals on our YouTube site. My YouTube site, my personal one. Sarah made a few cameo appearances, but I'm at David John Sponheim. And you can check me out on YouTube. I've got a bunch of $5 recipes that are very healthy. And you can make them. They're $5 for 5 meals. Most of these recipes are amazingly affordable. I did 16 meals for $5 one time. That's my answer to you. You know, I'm not going to allow the mobile medical units to collect DNA. No. Red Cross will be prevented from collecting DNA when I'm president. We're going to step in and stop Red Cross from collecting DNA operations. All of these operations need to stop. Same with the VA. We can't allow their collection of DNA samples from blood. If you name your baby Tony, he will end up in the mafia when he grows up. You might be right. We've got the Don Tony guy. He hasn't slipped into the mafia. He's still a truck driver right now. Lead attorney in the anti-Clinton DNC fraud case mysteriously found dead. We featured this last night. Yeah, don't forget, we've had over 5 people now have been dead in the past 6 months, all related to Clinton. And these stories just get weirder and weirder. But Zero Hedge now has a story about the lead attorney in the anti-Clinton DNC fraud case involving Bernie Sanders supporters. This poor guy showed up dead in his bathroom the other day. And this is the video that he served Debbie Wasserman Schultz, the former DNC chairwoman, and he served him right in front of us. We played this video for you last night. And we talked about him finally getting through to Wasserman Schultz.
What kind of law is that?
We don't allow cameras inside the building. That's the first thing. Yeah.
What regulation is that under? It's not a camera, it's a cell phone.
But still, we don't allow pictures taken in the building.
Okay.
Anytime we have anything dealing with public relations,
We don't.
live or other.
He was a young guy, investigative of the DNC fraud issue with the Bernie Sanders campaign. A lot of Bernie Sanders supporters are very upset. Welcome to the show, by the way, Bernie Sanders supporters. As you know, my write-in campaign has been running through all of this. Bernie turned out to be a shill after all, and you guys got led down that road, and 6 months went by, and you couldn't get me on the ballot in your state. This guy was so upset that Bernie got alienated from the party, the email list was kept away from Bernie Sanders supporters, that he sued. And this was him processing a lawsuit. Yeah, on July 3rd, 2016, that was pending right now. He would be appearing in court like right now. He's dead. Just found dead 5 days ago, on his bathroom floor. Young man, full of vigor, full of goals to help purify the DNC. Forget the DNC. Their party has turned a blind eye to the Bernie supporters, and you Bernie supporters are welcome here. We have a wonderful book which you can download for only $1.99 actually. It's called hybrid capitalism, I told you earlier. It really gives us the details on how to save the nation. We are the only group out there offering $400 a month per U.S. adult. And many of you people are going to love this idea. It's the best stimulus to our economy. It's even better than anything Bernie promised you. All right, you fiscal conservatives, I'm not going to pull much more money out of the budget. Most of that money is going to come from ending welfare and ending the food stamp program. And we will not be paying non-U.S. citizens anything. This is a major shift in American policy, but it's the right thing to do. It'll help American vets, it'll help American homeless people, it'll help people who are U.S. citizens, and it'll tell other countries and other refugees from other countries, you're not welcome here. These ideas have teeth in them. Donald Trump and Hillary Clinton do not have any of these ideas. This is a heavily planned, it may look simple to you, free $400 a month per U.S. adult, but I'd round the numbers, and they are equivalent to the exact amount that Barack Obama offered up with American Recovery and Reinvestment Act, ARRA. It's a no-brainer. I mean, for the first year, we're going to try this out and see if it works. It'll really stimulate the economy, I know that. Great. The campaign started 8 years ago, and you're catching up. You're not even on board, are you? Use your headphones as a microphone. This is interesting.
Welcome back to another Throwback Thursday, where we teach you a classic DJ technique that's still super useful for everyone.
Cool. I can't wait. I'll be watching that later tonight. Yeah, they don't call me David John for nothing. We do a little late night DJ work around midnight. I have fun with the video and music. And without Scissor Fight's music, I would be lost right now. So I really appreciate all the original amazing riffs that he's created using his editing software. Cool. That's great. Okay, so we don't allow anybody to say negative things about us. Potato Girl says Sean Lucas, a Sanders supporter, died. Victor Thorne, Clinton author. Thank you, Potato Girl. No, I think Scissor Fight and I have a kind of a common bond. I don't know what it is. He kind of feels like a brother I don't have, you know. We haven't met. We have never talked on the phone, I don't think. But we have a good rapport. And we've been through some rough patches like a brothers would, you know. Brothers in the battle to help America. All right, so thanks for that very much, Potato Girl. David, it's obvious that American people are sick and tired of politics as usual. What will you do to help rebuild trust with the government? Well, initiating a brand new campaign of reveals. A reveal that we are going to investigate the 9/11 Commission report, that there's been problems there, and that our government won't even talk about it. A reveal that we've got to get to the bottom of some of the truth about Obama. Getting truth about Obama will be really vital to gaining trust with the American people, because so many people have lost trust in our country because of Obama. Developing a plan to get the economy rolling involving legalization of marijuana, which I think will instantly gain trust among the American people, because 58% of the country want legalization. That's huge. And becoming a person who doesn't hold grudges. Donald Trump holds grudges, you can tell. He seems to have a constant chip on his shoulder. And it's prevented a lot of people from having a good, solid political discussion in the Republican Party. Being called names and threatened, like Kasich. John Kasich was threatened by Trump right out of the chute. Trump said, I'm going to sue you. I'm going to sue you, he said. And all Kasich was saying was, this is an important issue we need to address. It's just unbelievable. Don't denigrate my viewers here and my supporters. Hey, what's going on here? Your show is off the air? Wow. Wow, okay. Thank you. Did not know that. And we had some problems with the feed over there at YouTube. Here we go. Reading from the chat. We're back to money printing. Say something. Oh, okay. I'm back in the chat, guys, over there at YouTube. Yeah, it's a hit counter lock. It's a viewer counter lock. Equals pure censorship. I'm not making this up, folks. They've been doing this for so long, it's ridiculous. 6 months of censorship on Vaughn. I know it's off iBlog. I see that. Yep. But I'm still live streaming on Battlecam. Yes, I am. Okay, we're going to pull that person out. Dave Lyon says, why does the U.S. waste money redesigning coins and bills? Because the government wants to completely give money to contracted industries like USPS. USPS is a private quasi-governmental agency which is running at a loss of $7 billion a year. That's just one of the many wastes out there. Postal waste. Money waste is the printing, the mint, the cost to print. They need to make money, so they're constantly doing things. Every industry in America dating back to World War II has continued to want to make money, and we've never stopped paying them. The worst industries and the offenders are the former chemical warfare industry giants like Monsanto and Dow and others. These organizations are simply doing a slam-bam job of killing off the planet. In fact, let's stop the Earth for a second, because it's just an image from NASA's art department anyway. We don't really have a picture of the Earth, not a real picture. I'm going to show you what 7.5 billion tons of Roundup has done to the Earth. They have covered the Earth with I need a better color. 7.5 billion tons of Roundup. You know Roundup, the herbicide? Well, they put it all around the Earth, covering the entire Earth. What does it really look like if you put 6.5 billion tons? Like a mountain of glyphosate that big. That's how much pollution Monsanto and Dow have put on this Earth. Spread it around the Earth and kill off all the monarch butterflies. We're seeing 75% drops in the population of monarch butterflies around the world. I mean, the devastation is insane what's happening. And you people who sit here going, oh, I don't really care, how does it affect me? It causes tumors in people that eat it. 93% of Americans tested their urine, just a standard random sample, and they found glyphosate in it. Glyphosate, a known Roundup product, is in 93% of the urine of the U.S. population. 100% of the urine of the European Union Executive Parliament was tested, and it came out positive for glyphosate, Roundup. 100% of the European Union Parliament. I don't know what to say. I mean, how many times do I have to talk about this? 10 minutes for timeout? Okay. Okay, guess Jackson has spoken. We're going to shut you off. This is punishment for going after Jackson, one of my supporters. Sex crimes defendant pulls out a homemade shank and tries to stab a prosecutor. Wow. Look at this. Would you look at this? Let's go through a round robin of all our sites now. This is kind
There
of
was some dramatic new video of an inmate trying to attack a prosecutor in an Ingham County courtroom earlier this week. Our partner, the Lansing State Journal, obtained the video. You see 35-year-old Joshua Harding lunge at the prosecutor as he returns to the courtroom for sentencing on a sex charge. Investigators say he had a weapon described as a metal shank. A deputy's nose was prosecutor as he returns to the courtroom for sentencing on a sex. You see 35-year-old Joshua Harding lunge at the prosecutor as he returns to the courtroom for sentencing on a sex charge. Investigators say he had a weapon described as a metal shank. A deputy's nose was broken trying to hold Harding down. The Ingham County Sheriff says the public, as well as attorneys at court employees, must pass through metal detectors in order to get into the building, but inmates coming from jail do not.
Okay, so they don't have metal detectors for inmates coming from jail. Wow. Talk about stupid. Can you believe that? Hey, Rail. Thousands gathered Saturday inside a Southwest Houston church to pay respects to Antonio and Dawn Armstrong, including their teenage son, who's charged with their murders. Wow, I didn't know. Okay, I did not know that. Yeah, they have metal detectors for the public coming into the court, but not for the inmates, when they know full well that these guys carry shanks in the prisons. This is unbelievable. That guy is lucky to be alive. Thousands gather. Okay, it's in the news right now. Eyewitness News, ABC 13, Houston. Thousands gathered to pay respects to a slain Bel Air area couple. Let's see what happened. Inside a Southwest Houston church to pay the respects, including their teenage son who is charged with their murders. More than 2,800 people filled the Windsor Village Church at the Kingdom Builders, where services from the well-known couple were held. The 16-year-old boy was escorted by plainclothes officers and sat in the front row of the service. He remains in custody, but a judge allowed him to attend the funeral, even though he's been charged with killing his parents. I mean, this is bizarre. I gotta watch this. I've never heard of this before. No, he didn't. Thanks a lot.
There's something magical about Joanna Gaines' style.
No, not a commercial. Sorry about that. I had a little problem with the audio feed. 3 anti-Clinton officials found dead in 1 month. Yeah, in the 6 months, 5 of them have been found dead, Earth Sky. Thanks for coming in. Jackson says, amazing how the signed-in chatters list grows so much when Dave turns off the guest chat. Ha ha ha. True. Here we go. No. Oh, it's one of these ones that clip on, clip off. Every time you click it, it plays the commercial. So I'm going to pass on it. Nice try, though.
Our top story here this morning, keeping the legacy of Antonio and Dawn Armstrong alive.
Those who knew the couple killed inside of their Bel Air area townhome gathered this morning for a touching tribute. Eyewitness News reporter Marla Carter joins us now live with details of the unique memorial.
Yes, they actually work out pretty much every single Monday. As you know, Antonio Armstrong owned a gym, first-class training, and as a result of that, they really wanted to pay tribute to him. They typically work out every single Saturday morning, do a boot camp out here at Spots Park, and one of his friends who kind of has led that training is Henry Davis. And Henry, why did you feel like it was so important on the heels of what happened to continue this?
Mainly because I knew that's what Antonio would have wanted. You know, he always he pushed me to always keep going, you know, never stop. You know, he knew there were going to be bumps and humps, you know, in the business. And, you know, he always said, "Hen, we got to keep going. We got to keep going." So, you know, that's what I'm doing.
You actually said that he inspired you to kind of launch your career.
Mm-hmm. He did. He brought me in, starting with something small like boot camps and whatnot. And he told me I had what it took to be a great trainer, you know. So I took him up on it, and, you know, it's history from there.
What kind of man is he?
He's one of a kind. He's a really close friend of mine. You know, I'm going to miss him. He taught me a lot. I learned a lot over the years working for Antonio. You know, it's going to be hard. I'm going to do what he wanted me to do. I'm going to keep going. I'm going to keep pushing, and you know, that's what he would have wanted.
Thank you so much, Henry. And again, so sorry for your loss. That boot camp just wrapped up out here this morning. They started a little after 8 o'clock this morning, and they continue, of course, to go forward with their efforts in the Armstrongs' love and memory. Reporting.
Okay, police say Dawn and Antonio Armstrong were shot in their bedroom inside their Southwest Houston home on July 29th. Don died at the home, and Antonio passed away later at the Memorial Hermann Hospital. He was a former NFL player and Texas A&M football star, folks, for all of you who didn't know. Antonio's mother is speaking at his funeral this afternoon. Wow. All right, so we've got a lot of videos lined up for you tonight at 9:30. The truth about Hillary's bizarre behavior and other good stuff. We don't know how they raised their son, but, you know, you get a kid and spoil him and, you know, spare the rod, spoil a child. You know, you can see a flashback like this. It's 16-year-old son, and he attended the funeral, which is really kind of bizarre. Yeah, he's allegedly the murderer. But I guess they had to give him his right to see his parents being buried, I guess. Maybe it'll help him deal with his conscience. The Hillary video is only 5 minutes. Yeah, I could play it for you right now if you want, but it's Paul Joseph Watson, but I think it's got too many views for me to just throw it out there right now. I might get monetized. A refugee who was swimming for her life to escape Syria 1 year ago, now swimming in the Olympics amidst floating turds. Okay, let's take a look. As you know, I'm boycotting the Olympics because of the environmental ravages that Rio has committed. 1 year ago, Syrian refugee Yusra Mardini was swimming for her life as she fled Damascus because of all the support Obama gave the rebel troops. Now this 18-year-old is swimming in the Olympics. Yeah, people don't realize a lot of the people leaving Syria were Christians and Catholics. And because Obama fed the rebel Muslim troops money, people like this were displaced. But now she's back, her heroic journey, and she's trying to win. There she is during the openings of the ceremony of the Rio de Janeiro Olympics. Mardini walked with the refugee team. Good. All right, I don't mean to diss Rio, but seriously, when I heard about the turds floating around in the rivers, I was extremely upset, and still am. Vladimir Putin just issued a chilling warning to the U.S. Yep, we read that early in the show. Yep, we've already gone over those subjects, but you can definitely rehash them tonight. They're worth talking about. We even played some of his video, which we'll play later tonight. Putin video, talking about how he's warning America what they're doing. Yeah, that was a really good story. We played it at the beginning of our show. Very cool, though. He's making it very clear that the rationale that the U.S. previously gave for maintaining and developing its nuclear weapon system is directed at the so-called Iranian threat, but the threat has been drastically reduced since the U.S. proved instrumental in reaching an agreement with Iran and should put to rest any possible Iranian nuclear potential. Well, I don't agree with them on that note, but I do agree with them that we are altering the balance of powers, and the strategic balance of powers is essential to remain a peaceful nation with Russia and China, and other leaders of other countries need to get on board with a brand new plan, I think. We need to readdress the nuclear non-proliferation agreement, and we should definitely tell Syria that we're not going to continue the support of rebels outside their cities. That's a mistake our country's been engaged in. And I promise you we will do that. And I will call Putin and tell him just that. We need to defuse the problem that Obama and Bush put us in with an acrimonious series of executive orders against Syria ever since the beginning, and more recently, Obama's funding of rebel troops to the tune of $1 billion. Can you imagine? $1 billion could really help cities like Cincinnati and Detroit and Chicago, Toledo, Orlando. Well, forget Orlando. They just made a lot of money on a false flag, so pass on that one. David, I want to give you $1,000. You can't. Emmett, you got to. If you want to give a $1,000 donation in return for a private meeting and an ability to shape your policy platform, we cannot do that. That is completely against our policy platform. We have a no payback policy. Opposite to the Clintons, we don't give people payback for donations, ever, under any circumstances. And it's going to be built into our bylaws. So sorry, Emmett, I got to turn you down on that. And you can't donate unless you're a U.S. citizen. Yeah, the sewer runs right out in the river, Cocopelli. Cocopelli is in today. Are you Italian, Cocopelli? Or are you from Portugal? See, the sewer is a real problem. The fact that they don't do anything with their septic waste. My city where I live, the lovely town of Oak Harbor, Washington, is spending $130 million on a sewage treatment plant. They don't have any of that in Rio. We should have had the Olympics in Oak Harbor. We probably would have qualified with $130 million on a sewage treatment plant. You were on our TV the other day. They said everyday person running for office. Oh, cool. Emmett, thank you. You're from Mexico. Excellent. Wow. So I'm getting some Mexico teleplay, folks. This is exciting. Thank you. I was in a room earlier tonight. We had 14,000 viewers from Mexico, and I could not pronounce the name of the city that they were watching me from. I felt really embarrassed. We're getting close. It's true. We're reaching out. Thank you, Emmett, for coming in and telling me that, though. Yep, but this is an everyday person, but I don't do special favor for people with money. And I certainly don't work for other countries or foreign investors. So, yeah, but you are looking at an everyday guy running for president, and I've got great ideas for the country. I believe that we can change the nation in a better way. I keep looking at the wrong camera. The one with the green light. Thank you. Officials take one look at mother's Facebook post, issue warrant for her arrest. Wow, this is weird. Wonder what that is. Wow. Okay, I'm not going to play that because of its obvious child photograph. I can't play that on Vaughn. Sorry. Well, let's be clear. We've had a lot of fun so far, though. We did play a little bit of the nightmare that we're all facing right now. We've got a little less than 3 months till the election, but we're really making progress worldwide, spreading the word about how corrupt Clinton and Donald Trump are. Obama. Yeah, he's probably corrupt too, obviously, 8 years lying about his birth certificate. But we are here to stop war, and we're also here to save the planet, but not your country, America. We're trying to focus on our country. Instead of pushing America's will on other countries, we're going to try to focus on just saving America. And if you like the technologies that we use here, you guys can produce them in your country, or you can buy directly from us. And we can produce technologies like the ocean pipeline, a desalination system that creates fresh water with no burning of fossil fuels. These are ideas that will replicate and produce and create a beautiful offshore environment for countries that buy our magic ingredient to fresh water. So this is typically a country that would want our floating desalination pyramid that we would sell to. The lovely country of wherever, Thailand. And how come I'm not there right now with a beautiful tan? Well, I can go there in my mind. That's better. 73 people are still watching in Hawaii, yeah. The problem is, I do talk about selling Hawaii, but I would, in the process, negotiate an agreement with the Hawaiian people to give a portion of their islands back to them. Wouldn't that be kind of cool? The Hawaiian people could own their own islands again, and then they would co-jointly own a portion of Hawaii with Japan.
Or we don't even sell it to Japan, just let Hawaiians.
But the idea of selling it to Japan is we can, get their trade deficit reduced. Mm. Yeah, they're watching us. They want to know more. Sarah's here, thank goodness. Well, I really love the idea of getting rid of a lot of the baggage in our economy. And Japan would probably love to have a large island that they could manage. They already own a lot of Hawaii already, so.
Oh, this isn't touched. Did you go off iVlog, or is it over there?
iVlog is over there, but unfortunately, we had a problem. It's shut down. If you want to troubleshoot it, you can. How do I refresh?
What do you mean refresh? It's there. I see me moving.
Well, we see iBlog moving. How come it's not moving on your end? See how popular iBlog is? We got one guest back again. It's like they went in there and they left almost immediately. Sarah, you are wonderful for coming in and giving me a break. You knew I was going to do another 30 minutes, and she's just going to give me a little break.
You can refresh it, I guess, but then I don't know if it'll mess up. But let's see.
We're shaking it, refreshing it.
Oh no, then I have to go back on.
Mr. Anderson. No, I have not done any Matrix impersonations.
Sarah
Simply
to the rescue. All right, here. Click
Sarah,
on here.
yes. We're going to go in there.
David, so then
I'm clicking. Yep. Thank you.
I don't know if what you clicked.
I just clicked the center. Do I go to live now?
No, click refresh again. Next time just scroll over it, don't click it.
Okay. It's the stench, Mr. Anderson. It's the stench of humanity. It's the human dilemma.
You can now
It's
scroll over
sick.
it, but don't click anything.
I would like nothing more than to...
There you go. Now
Okay.
I clicked low bandwidth because I figure why do something that's...
I agree. You're smart to do that. Allow.
And then I hit allow.
Earth Sky has spying New Frontier. Private firm collects data on every American adult. I heard about this. Spying New Frontier, collecting data on every American adult. Well, thank you. We're open again on iBlog, folks. Sarah, do you think David is being silly?
Thanks, Master Meatball. All right.
Georgia father arrested.
David's always silly.
I do a fun show. I try to mix it up. This show cannot be boring. If it's boring, people don't want to talk about politics.
Yay.
Am I right? We're live again. Sarah's going to help a little bit here. I'm going to get a little refresher.
David's going to take a break.
Do I wear diapers? Hell no. But if you do, that's okay.
I know there's some older people have to wear them.
That's all right.
Well, David's not one of those older people that need to wear them yet. Hopefully it doesn't just... I know, Master Meatball. So finally, thank you. Thank you, Master Meatball, for finally being here. All right, fantastic. And I'm checking the other places that we're broadcasting. All right. We're not listed in the live shows. Okay, I don't know if we'll be listed in live shows. Will we do much better there, you say? Do I click on to see chatters? I just click there? No, those are emoticons. Click here? No. I click friends list. We're listed in live shows now. Chatter list. Oh, okay. And the guests are here. Hi 255 and hi 459, whatever. A file on each American, and the information just grows. Why would they need to keep all that information on, the NSA or whatever, things like that? Oh, there's the guy that keeps a file, and that guy started some company, and he used to smoke. Wait, I'm not following you, Amarut. I don't think. All right, yay. I'm glad we're listed on the live shows. Oh my goodness! Hi, Repub. How are you? Have you been campaigning hard for your candidates, and now your candidate is not the nominee? Pretty disappointed. Gonna vote for David. Telling all your friends, hey, let's vote for David, since my other candidate didn't make it. Who are you talking about, Amarut? Yeah, I figured as much, Repub. Alright, that would be fantastic, Master Meatball, to help me get used to all the commands over at iVlog, just to figure it out. Yes, okay, I'm glad I'm listed. Oh, good. Well, that's good. So are you in college now, Repub? Or are you still in high school? Or how's it going? Hello, Allura. Hello, DJ Stingy. If you're still there. Hello, Divinus Super. David Nation. Dave Lyon. Clown Suck. Chatroom Celebrity. Cocaine. Bozo the Clown. Bingo. Bingolitis. Amaroot. And 5Air. And some other people. Earth Sky and other people. No, you're not going to college. You're just working? Okay. Well, that's good. Save at least 10% of your money. Ooh, how to discipline and strengthen your mind. I like that. Oh, Earth Sky posted the link, and that's the person that is collecting information on people. Okay, good to know, Amaroot. Thank you. All right, yay. And I like looking at the chatters list. That's always fun. All right, I have the IDI data open. Hello, Earth Sky. Hi, I like stuff. Hi, I'm not present. Hi, Jam Jam Gigolo. Hi, Carpet Muncher. Hello, Laney the Cat. Mad Dog. MJS 2013. Mod me up. I'm not going to mod you up, but I know you still like the show. Hey, Monkey Times. My Dogs Don't Cry. NYPD1. Players. Rail. Reptoid. Repub. Silent Man, Scissor Fight, Stebo. Something special. Now, are all these people actually in the room right now, or only the ones that are... Yeah, maybe. Okay. Some people have changed their colors. You haven't been here in a good 2 months? I was thinking it was longer than 2 months, but I'm glad you're back. Good. Divinus Super, I'm so glad you're back. Did David and I go to the same college? No, we do not. David went a little bit to UCLA, and I went to Western Washington University. I actually went to a couple community colleges before I went to Western. So I went to Skagit Valley College, where I earned the President's Medal. I also earned Presidential Academic Fitness Awards in all of my, previous years, in my elementary, middle school, and high school levels. No, Sponheim, Piru Creek. We want to vote for Sponheim. That's who we're voting for. I am a total nerd. My sister said I was like a talking dictionary or a walking talking dictionary because I liked using words. And then I met David, and then he started using some words I didn't know. So I said, what does that mean? And then it was that sometimes I learned that they meant different things. Whoa. 1968, with the police guards preventing protesters from entering the Democratic National Convention in Chicago. 1968 photo of police officers. Can I beat David in Trivial Pursuit? I used to watch a lot of Jeopardy, which was fun. Well, actually, Piru Creek right now, I'm looking at messages on 4 different channels. So I'm looking at the messages here on YouTube. I'm looking at the messages on Battlecam. I'm looking over to 845. Hello, guest 845. At the messages at iVlog, which we're just started casting on there tonight. I did cast on here, but it was like a year ago or something like that. And then I'm also, of course, looking at the chat on Vaughn Live. All right, can I beat... so I don't know if I can beat David in Trivial Pursuit. Did I participate in school sports? If so, what was your best? I did try out for track, and I was part of the track team for a tiny little bit in my junior year. But I really... I kind of quit because I'm not that good of a runner. I can speed walk like amazingly, but I'm not really good at running. And then the reason I joined track was kind of like, actually it had to do with a book that I read. So I was more of a reader than a sports person. I really enjoyed tennis when I was when I went through PE and I took tennis and I took aerobics. I just took aerobics because I thought it was like less like dangerous. And I took swimming, but actually when I was in high school I didn't know how to swim. I learned how to swim later. So I kind of mainly just walked in the water. But I really enjoyed tennis when I was younger, which was good, but we did not actually have a tennis team, so I didn't do that. David was part of crew, like rowing, which was a rowing team. David used to play basketball quite a bit, but then he didn't do that too much, but he did it when he was much younger. And then he also played quite a bit of tennis with friends, but not necessarily part of a team. You won the all-state medley relay in Pennsylvania. Fantastic, Joey. My favorite author in high school, I really enjoyed sci-fi writers, and I read a lot of different things. I was reading Poe in high school. I was reading Steinbeck was pretty good. I liked the Hobbit series in middle school. Oh, I was analyzing. I do like Asimov. I haven't read Leon Uris. I used to read more of the compilation little books, so a lot of Asimov in there, and like the Martian Chronicles I read, and those were pretty good. Yeah. And then I also read who was it? Well, I read Animal Farm, Aldous Huxley. I liked Aldous Huxley quite a bit. All right, Pure Creek, you sometimes watch the show on your Amazon Fire Stick. We show it full screen on a 65-inch Samsung TV. Wow, I know. So how can I get other YouTubers to know I exist? I need to go onto YouTube shows and say, hey, check out my channel. I have live shows every night. Well, except for Sunday. Almost every night. You're a big fan of the Caveman fan. All right, Earth Sky's giving us a link. Not just bees, but all insects are in decline and heading for extinction. Yeah. So maybe Pure Creek. Hello, guest 9851. Sarah, heart. Thank you. With a little beating heart. I like that. And hello, guest 952. Welcome to my show. All right, so do you know how I can do that, Pure Creek? How I can spread the word that I have a YouTube live show nightly? I haven't, thank you, 985. I am not making the plunge yet to do the $10 a month thing, so I'm kind of hoping the owner of the site will just give me the RTMP feed. I don't really need anything else as far as a pro account goes, but that would be kind of nice so that I didn't have to have a green screen behind me, but it's all good. I'm glad I'm over here though. So you're going to gift me for a month? That would be fantastic. Then I have to figure out how to find my RTMP thing. So that would be really cool. I would like that. Hello, KY, Poopy. But I have to promise to cast on here every night. Yes, I will cast on here every night if I have access to the RTMP information. Because it's so easy for me to do it through XSplit, so I would totally do that. Yes. Hello, 988. And my whole thing is to have other venues. Hello, Neil Sedaka and Doopster. It's kind of cool to have 4 different streams going, but I know I need to figure out how to spread, and I'm also over at YouTube Live, but I need to figure out how to get into the YouTube Live thing. You cut the cable, so if you search live on YouTube, you see dozens of live cable channels. I don't show up. You just knew I existed from Vaughn. So I need to go to get that to show up. I think I have to schedule my show. Hi, 988. All right. That would be cool. All right. Fox News turns on Trump and tells him to release his tax returns. David doesn't make enough to do that. So David doesn't have tax returns, but all right. I'm going to leave that message. Hello, Mad Dog. Hello, hello. Welcome. All right. I need to figure out, I'll write that down. I need to do a couple of things. One thing tonight and a couple of things tomorrow. But I'm glad we're here. That's completely untrue, 527. The only person I've been with is David. In the last at least decade and a half, maybe even longer. So unbelievable. Hello, DTE. Yes, you know me. I'm a totally modest person, 527. Well, like I said, Piero Creek, he doesn't have any because he made less in income than the amount where you have to file. Plot twist. That would be a plot twist, Bangalitis, but it's untrue. Totally untrue. I'm featured? Wow. Hey, everybody. Over at iVlog. I'm just started casting over here. I think I tried casting here when iVlog first came out, but then I shied away from it just because I didn't have the RTMP information. So we're going to be here and casting over here. We're casting on a couple of other things, a couple other places as well, but so nice to see you all. Yeah, yes, we plan on doing that, 845. We do plan on casting here nightly now.
Yeah.
I think, you know, and then if you guys want us to, yeah, so we'll cast here nightly. I have to figure out how to get the RTMP signal if someone gives us a pro account, but then we'll do it.
We never got a donation from Trump. Thank you though.
DTE says hi, David.
Hey DTE. Hello.
Awesome.
I agree. G84 says we should cast here more often to spread the presidential bid to more people. I agree. Well, we decided to try a different network. I was mentioning iVlog as the only other contender until blogtv.ca opens. Hey, Doobster.
So I need to figure out how to get our show on YouTube Live posted on their live shows. And I think I have to, schedule shows and something like that.
Well, so you have to schedule a hangout, I think.
I think I have to schedule YouTube Live events.
Oh, really? Okay. Well, that could really help our viewership because a lot of people around the
in 10
world
days
want to watch.
Are you sure, 527? That would be fantastic.
See, perfect timing because we're really getting frustrated. Vaughn is censoring us pretty heavily, and we're looking forward to multicasting on all these networks, including Vaughn.
I like to multicast, of course. Yes.
Yeah, we'll be on Vaughn still. We're not going to leave there, but we want to be on more networks so we can actually get past the censorship that Vaughn's been hitting us with.
I suspect Trump is a huge fan of ATP as well.
He's been copying 10 of my ideas, and I can understand he respects intelligent ideas, which that's actually a glimmer of hope from Trump. I don't like the fact that he took the ideas, called them his own. I'm very upset about that.
Well, then we'll cast on multiple sites, 8,
Yeah,
4,
we will.
5, and then tell people take us seriously. I have to figure out how to be more popular.
Well, I got to tell you, this has been a learning experience for a lot of us too. As the rich internet gets better and better, I don't have any tax returns to send in to you guys, Pirate Check.
Have you already bookmarked any of these?
No. I've got all these browsers open. We really need a third screen, but we can't. What we'd need is another video card or something. If I got another HDMI plug monitor, I might be able to pull off a third screen. Because I know I tried it with two video plugs, and I didn't have a second video card, but if I had a dual HDMI feed, I might be able to do a third monitor. We're running out of real estate on our show because we got all these chat rooms open. And oftentimes we pull...
Then that's good. Then we'll just not click on people's links and we'll say, email us the links, bud.
Well, the whole point of the show is to have living links so people can see a virtual political chat show where they support links and then we put them out there and talk about them. Hey, Steve WV. And you guest chatters, some of you have been bad, some of you have been good, some of you have been naughty, some of you have been nice. We want to make sure that we get guest chat back rolling again, but tonight we'll probably not do that until after 9:30. Because in a little while, Sarah and I are going to be moving on to the Netflix and chill section of our show, where she and I go in the other room. And we're probably going to end up putting a live show, eventually we're us watching TV and you just chatting, because it's going to get to the point where we're going to want to just watch TV all the time, like you.
Hello, DT Laura.
So Dupster's getting married sometime this month, August. Oh my gosh, it's coming up on you. 14 more days. Wow.
All right, we'll start casting on here more
Okay,
often. I'll
we
try
will.
it.
We're featured. Wow, we were featured 4 minutes ago. That's pretty cool.
We probably are still featured.
Good. Well, as you know, we've been doing this show for the past going on 8 years, and it's been successful. Even though we're not monetizing this, we're not making any money at all because we can't make money because this is a political movement with 100% FEC compliance. And because of that, we are minimizing our concern over the monetization issue. If you can't donate, we don't make a big deal about it. We understand. We're in tough times right now.
I kind of agree with you, though, 527. Somebody should pay David to cast.
ISIS bombs drones and shoots Rio Olympics, or not. Okay, let's click that link and we'll queue that up in the news section. So what I do is click on it and then go down to the news section.
Okay. I have some things to say about this.
Go ahead.
Okay, add to.
Add to.
You.
Yeah. All right, just leave it there and go back. Next out of there.
And then I can X out.
Yeah, so what we do is I set up a playlist to play tonight from various links we've got from various people, and the playlist gives us the ability to play out a video into the evening. Now, we won't be doing that on iBlog tonight because we are not running through the XSplit system on iBlog. We're going direct to camera. But on Vaughn, we do play videos till 2 in the morning. I stay up till the wee hours. If you guys are insomniacs and want to watch a show, we always have one running for you, and you can chat with people who you may meet in the show and want to talk later on issues. We get a lot of discussions, intense discussions going on into the evening.
Well, are you a U.S. citizen, 527?
Yes, we have considered a 24-hour live stream, 845.
No,
yeah.
you can't.
527's in Norway.
Yeah, we can't accept contributions to the campaign.
Yeah. We do not take checks from anyone outside of the U.S. and no corporate checks.
Shark.
No, and if you have a super PAC and want to contact us through email, that's fine, but we will not take APAC money. Unlike Donald Trump and Hillary, who are seemingly sucking off the trough of money, American Israeli Political Action Committee will not have an effect on us. We will refuse any money whatsoever if they ever offer it. It's not that I dislike Israel. It's that I don't want global monetary elitists running American foreign policy. I don't want them influencing political action in America as well. Okay, an ISIS crisis actor pretends to play bagpipes in space. Interesting.
All right, email is americasthirdparty@gmail.com.
So this has been a really big show. I want to thank everybody for coming in. It's been awesome. We talked a lot about the Syrian involvement and how our country would be much better if we contacted Putin and said, hey, we are pulling our support for rebels. We don't want to fuel any more wars.
So 274 David Sponheim is running for President of the United States of America.
I retired 6 years ago as guest 627 or guest 27 over at iBlog.
Yes.
I retired 6 years ago. I didn't need a lot of extra money. I had enough to survive on, and I'm very happy with my decision. Running for president full-time is what I do now. 6 years prior to that, I was running a business and doing the initial phases of this election process, 2 years of that, and it just got ridiculous. I mean, there's not enough money out there in the area that I was doing business as an advertiser. So I gave that up, and now I'm very happy just, living off savings and kicking back and trying to find a sustainable future for myself and others. We have a great plan for the country to build jobs, create numerous opportunities with housing, renewable energy solutions, and with a way to get everybody a chance to make money in their backyard when I legalize marijuana. So legalizing marijuana is central to our campaign, and unlike Gary Johnson, who wants to get medical marijuana with a prescription, I want recreational legalized across the board, and it will be the first thing I do as president is remove marijuana from the list of controlled substances. And that will open the door for everybody to grow it in their backyard, and we're going to see some really interesting entrepreneurship once that happens. A lot of people don't know what to do with their kids. They're getting older. They're millennials are saying, what are you going to do? And the kids are starting to smoke pot, and you're going, well, hey, wouldn't it be great if they did make money doing that? So we're looking at all kinds of options to make our economy flex with the times. Okay, did we get all of those links? We got to go back and stop here for a second, if you don't mind.
Goodness, okay.
Unless you want to go, we got that one and we got another one coming.
Up here?
Above it. No, below.
Okay, this one?
Yeah, that one. Madison Star Moon, and then the other one. Below that. Richard Guchar, Zionist cameraman. Thanks, Divinus.
I personally don't like this Madison Star Moon video.
Okay. Well, we just play her stuff because she gets in the face of a lot of people. She just does that.
I don't see her getting in the face. I've only seen 2 videos from her, and I don't see her getting in the face of anyone. I see her playing NASA videos.
Oh, no. You know what else she does? She actually walked up. Check this out. She's in Miami, Florida. And she was sprayed with the Zika fumigation system. I think she was in Florida, but she got sprayed with the Zika virus anti-vaccine. The whole thing came in her face, and she took the camera right up to the guy, and while she was getting fumigated, told him to shut it off and tell me what you're doing. She's really kind of out of her zone. She's really kind of interesting. She went right up to a guy spraying a fumigant in her neighborhood and said, "Don't spray here," and I've already contacted the county not to spray here. And the guy had to turn off the machine and listen to her, and it was a great video. So she does a couple good ones where she's out there as basically a consumer investigative journalist. The low numbers cycle behavior is Vaughn has censored us, and we're right on the verge of opening up another account at blogtv.ca and all this stuff. So it's kind of reaching a saturation point at Vaughn. They kept our numbers down artificially. We've got viewers around the world who want to get in there and talk, and they've purposely created a censorship tool called VIP capacity screen. The VIP capacity server issues, all that is all part of their censorship. .ca is going live, according to one person, 10 days from now. I don't know, but we're going to be tracking it day by day. blogtv.ca looks very promising. They're going to have a very slick profile, chat room, the whole thing. look really good. A lot of people really want to get involved in a new venue as well because they're getting tired of the censorship. It's really freaking them out. Okay, well, you keep me abreast of anything psycho behavior. If you follow them on Twitter, you'd know right away if they're going live. All right. Yeah, Vaughn's really had some issues. The guy is, he just bought a fairly new car. And we know he's not making money on VIP capacity, but he clearly is stopping us and censoring us. So we're wondering if he's not getting money just to censor us. That's what I wonder. You don't buy a new car on your laurels. I mean, nobody's buying the VIP capacity thing. So where's he getting his big money? That's what I want to know. Well, you can try sending a picture over there. I don't know if it works or not.
Let's see what if.
Here's the private investigator at Madison Star Moon. We got another one. We'll add that to the new list.
Considered starting a whole 24/7 talk show network.
We have, yeah.
Yes, we've thought about it. Yeah.
Sarah doesn't like the. We started out. Let me give you some history here. We started out with 2 hours a night, 8 to 10. We expanded to 7 to 10. Then we expanded to 7 to 11. Thank heaven for 7-Eleven. Yeah. Then we went to 6 to 9 on our show, which was okay for a while, but I realized I had competition at 5, so I opened up 5 to 9. Then we expanded to 9:30 in the extended show, and as you can see, we've done a show today from 5 to 9:30. Approaching 5 hours of live screen, on the screen communication. Then we go another 5 hours into the evening until 2 in the morning with video, and I stay in the chat room and chat with people. And I sometimes go live. Usually around midnight, I'll do a little music video show. I don't know what kind of car. I think somebody said he bought a 2007. Whatever. Doesn't even matter.
I don't know.
Who cares?
I don't follow that.
I don't care what kind of car he drives. The fact is, where is he getting all his money? That's my question. What's up, man? Defense of the Realm is here. Well, we don't want to waste our time. Now, we put in 10 hours a day, or I do, with just doing this show. 6 days a week, that's 60 hours a week. And somebody said, hey, what do you do for a job? I wouldn't be able to do this if I wasn't retired. If I had a family, there's no way I would neglect my kids and do something like this. So luckily, I don't have a big family or kids. Well, making some ad revenue doesn't necessarily buy you a new car. I mean, seriously, let's not kid ourselves. Somebody's paying him to censor us. It's pretty obvious. That's not cool. It's stifling freedom of speech, ending the American political process as we know it. And we already know how tough the mainstream media is, but now they're entering the blogosphere and using their powerful money to control people like Vaughn. That's my suspicion. So I'm just concerned that maybe this is going on. I don't know for sure it is, but it sure seems that way to us. Yeah, well, I don't think we got anything to worry about because of all the open networks that are starting up right now. And we got a big, huge group of people. When we first moved here 4 years ago, we brought thousands of people from Blog TV. Thousands of viewers came to. We didn't get a single thank you note from Mark. Not a single thank you note. In fact, Miss Scruffy told me that I couldn't broadcast in the people section unless I was on camera. And she doesn't tell other people this. She singled me out and told me this, and it's ridiculous. So when we go off camera in a few minutes, we go to the news tech section.
America's Third Party is our YouTube channel. So youtube.com/America's Third Party.
But you're going to see a really interesting group of people. Did you get this new one, Private Investigator? Click on that too. Right here.
Oh, goodness.
Sorry. It's just, there's another one. I've got to add these to the new list. I got to all go in new. We might as well get ready. This is what I do normally at this hour. Hang on.
Okay.
Let me just put them in new. All right, we're good.
It would be smart to buy the same car as us, even though our cars are older, but they're, such energy efficient vehicles that they're pretty fantastic.
I love the cars that we have. We drive the Honda Insight. I'll show you guys what it is. I got her this for her birthday.
Oh, then that's pretty cool.
A while back, about a year and a half ago. Not her most recent birthday, but the one before it. I'll show you the car that we drive. It's hang on, did you pull this one up?
What?
No, okay.
I don't know what you're doing.
I don't know either. I'm just going to go ahead and get you a picture of our car, and then we're out of here. We're going to go ahead and play some videos for all of you, because this is an on-stop event if we keep it up.
We are not billionaires. We are average Americans, just like you.
Yeah.
Unless you're a billionaire, then I'm not totally like you.
This is the car I really wanted to get, Sarah, the XL1, but it's $1.5 million. So I wasn't able to get that car for her, but you got to admit it's a nice car. And instead I got her something almost as nice for $6,000 versus $1.5 million. Now the car you're looking at gets 300 miles per gallon. The car I got Sarah was one like I drive, the Honda Insight.
This is the car I have.
Yeah.
Well, you guys can't see it at iVlog. I drive a 2001 Honda Insight.
Yeah.
You can see it if we had an RTMP on our screen.
Yeah.
So you're right. I need to just pay the $10 and get the
that's ridiculous.
thing.
I just, no. We can't afford $10 a month. That's not going to happen. So this is the car I wanted to get her. This is the one I got her. It's not too far off.
That's pretty close.
You know, when you think about it, if you were like brand new to the world and never saw these cars, you'd probably say ours was just as nice. Okay. That is...
No, 527, you can't.
That is
I'm
it
too
for
modest
me.
for that. All right, good night.
Thank you so much. Let's queue up some videos. Let me get it ready to
David's
go.
gonna play videos. Good night, iVlog people.
Thank you, iVloggers. Appreciate
We will
it.
see you on Monday night, and we'll try to start our show pretty soon.
Yeah, I'm going to show you my car, which has a pinstripe down the side, which is kind of cool. If you haven't seen this car, this is my car, and I'll play the videos right after this. Check it out. And this is 8 years ago, by the way, this video I'm playing you. Hey, enjoy your weekend. We'll see you on Monday for... We don't know. We'll see you on Monday for the amazing Conspiracy Monday show, which I host. Sarah fills in, but she doesn't talk about conspiracies, which is fine.
Hi. Good morning.
Hi. Good morning.
As you can see, I'm still wearing the
iVloggers.
the shirt I wore last night and yesterday at Blog TV.
Bye, iVloggers.
It's exhilarating to do Blog TV. We've been having an incredible time. This is, in fact, day 54. I thought yesterday was day 54, but we did a recount, and we determined that today is day 54 as we approach the election.
That is me.
And as your potential write-in candidate, David John Sponheim,
8 years ago.
I'm here to show you my my hybrid electric
That's me.
vehicle. It's not a plug-in hybrid. That's something I want to build at the U.S. Auto Corporation that I want you, the people, to own.
Check out this vehicle. Isn't that a beautiful car? Everywhere we go, we get looks. One of the reasons people look at us is we get about 60 miles per gallon, which is really nice. We've been across the country a few times campaigning, and this vehicle is truly a dream to drive. It's a little bit tough on the bumps because those tires are high pressure, just to make sure that it goes as far as it can on that gallon of gas. Anyway, enjoy the show. We're going to be having a show every day, Pacific Standard Time, 5 p.m. on Blog TV, and I'm going to be talking about issues from renewable energy to getting out of Iraq. Thanks for listening, and don't miss our show. Thanks a lot.
John? Yeah. Freezing.